Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, Killface. So, no, no, it's just the mic bit. The mic is it's literally hanging on by a thread at this point. You talking to him that mic? Well, I use it for my Final Fantasy Let's Plays. So nobody. I guess I'm talking to nobody on that mic, considering it's for Final Fantasy for my Let's Plays. Cool enough for the walk. Yeah, it wasn't a bad day for it. So, and I mean, it wasn't far anyway. I'm taking more talking and I'm making available. Thanks, Gillface, but I think I'm good. I also wear the headset when I do date everything, but I actually have the mic turned off when I do that because I've got the camera instead. So it's hey Pa. So it is purely aesthetic for that one. It's exactly the same. For date everything, that mic is completely aesthetic. The microphone is completely aesthetic at that point. It's the camera that I'm actually speaking to. The headset's still useful for the audio at that point. Yeah. It's yeah. Literally hanging on by a thread. So doubt I can really use it for my Let's Plays anymore. So no. No, I don't really know what happened to it. I don't really know why it snapped. But into the trash it goes. Hi, Scrappy. Haha, gotcha. Zim still works on them. So you can keep them as backup. I mean, at this point, I would prefer not to. I mean, honestly, Staples isn't that far from me. And like the headset I just bought, $30. So if that headset breaks, it's not, you know, I just need to get up early enough. Yeah. Closes at 7. Staples closes at 7. So I just need to get up early enough to get there before 7 at night. Alternatively, I can stay up and go when it opens at 9 a.m. Did you comment? I think your comment might have gotten eaten. Yeah, last comment I see from you is about me talking, using it for date everything. So it looks like your comment got eaten, Uncle Buck. Sorry. So what did he say, Uncle Buck? You remember that developer? I said, I know that guy. I met him today. He works with my daughter. Oh, the from Date Everything? Neat. The guy with the big beard. So I thought you were joking about when you said I know that guy. I thought it was a joke, like you knew somebody who looked like him. I thought it was like I know, like I thought you meant like somebody who looked like him. I didn't know you meant the actual, like you knew the actual guy. That's cool. Did you tell him you're enjoying the game? Watching me play it anyway? Oh, he's not the actual. Oh, he's not the actual guy. So you did just mean somebody who looks like him. So you meant somebody like you met you like you know somebody who looks like him. Okay. So I assume you did not tell him that you enjoyed the game. That you enjoyed the game. Any plans for Halloween? None at all. I am a stick in the mud. Just up a camera? No. Indeed, I don't do anything fun. You thought I was crazy and it would have embarrassed the shit out of my daughter, even though I live for doing that. No, I probably will test them tonight. You've been paneling for like 2 years. I'm sorry your day sucked. What happened? You're right, I don't like fun. Fun is overrated. Just a bad day. I built up, it wasn't a successful day overall. Suppose we've all been there. I refuse to panel. Yeah. I'm sorry your day sucked, Killface. Had a good cry and I'll be back in my bullshit in no time. Good to know, good to know. Yes, I'll dump too. My oldest daughter to no TAC got sent to the hospital again. Elevated heart rate fever. Yeah. Suppose, given what you've said in the past, that's not really surprising. But it sure does suck. Still breathing around? Yeah. Man, life sure does suck, doesn't it? World sure does suck these days. That knows him. Hey, Rebecca. It is my computer. It's generally kind of an off and on sound, but this is your respite. Do what I can. My computer, unless you mean my voice, Rebecca, uh, that annoying sound might be my voice. It depends on how sarcastic you're being. Could be my voice, but I won't. Oh, Killface, you're so subtle. Still think we need an unboxing? Sure. Why does he do glitch? I don't know. Ah! I almost kicked my footrest off my boxes. I have a boo-boo. I will not. I never bought Beanie Babies. I'm not buying a damn Labubu. Got high and forgot I got clothes in the mail today, so I'm not open them. Ooh, nice kill face. Da 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 da. Let's see how they feel. Yeah. Not crazy about them. They're not as comfortable as my old ones. Also, the end doesn't light up. Just for the unboxing flair. It's bedazzled headset. Like, I'll get used to it. Also, the weird thing that's going to be hard to get used to, this is on the other side from the other one. With my other headset, the microphone was on the right earpiece. This one, it's on the left earpiece. So that's going to be weird to get used to. Those are for lefties. Yeah. I do. Oh, I mean, it just happened to the mic bit just happened to sort of wear and tear. I think it did mostly come down to wear and tear. Had them for I think about 5 years. Sounds about right. Had a good life. Yeah, I mean, not terrible. Getting money out of them. Yeah, especially because I don't think they were all that expensive in the first place. Hey, Mike, what's happening? Nothing much. Job search. I keep applying. I continue to apply. They continue to ignore me. Hi, Kunai. Hi, Kunai. Good kitty. Hi there, kitty. You're a good kitty, Kunai. Ears. They like what I had to say? Or at least how I had to say it? I think she truly knows your voice and relates it with getting. Well, she deserves them. She always deserves them. She'll get them anytime she wants them. That's what she said. It's because she's a good kitty. Hey, Vanna. I'm gonna have to give her the whole container. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. She's probably already wondering why you don't. He's like, hey, bitch, give me the whole container. She would be Gray Garfield fat. I remember seeing a weirdly sweet post about Garfield once. It was talking about the fact that Garfield hates Mondays. It's like, Garfield doesn't work. Why would he hate Mondays? And it noted Garfield doesn't work, but John does. So he hates Mondays because that's when John goes to work. Because he cares about John. He misses his owner when he's gone. That'll work, what my husband does. Yeah, but it sucks when the person, when somebody cares about has to go out and be like, oh. There's also a theory that Garfield is dead. There's this weird set of strips, this weird storyline that was done once. Garfield wakes up in like a post-apocalypse. Everyone's gone. And it all turned out to be a dream. But there's a theory that it was real, and like that the subsequent 40 years of comic has all been like a dying dream that Garfield's having. Anyway, Jim Davis is basically the opposite of Bill Watterson. You know, Bill Watterson always refused to license merchandise for Calvin and Hobbes. Jim Davis created Garfield specifically to merchandise him. And like Garfield strips tend to be kind of low effort to a certain extent. You know, they're not particularly funny or clever or sweet. Paw Patrol, thank you for gift membership, Paw Patrol, and congratulations, Scrape Dot, whenever she gets here. Nice. Calvin and Hobbes course is like exceptionally funny and clever and often very sweet and just very smart. You know, Calvin and Hobbes is a very smart comic, while Garfield is a very stupid comic. So yeah, Jim Davis is just the complete opposite of Bill Watterson. But he got that money, and you gotta respect it. Anyway, almost done season 2 of Sailor Moon Crystal. One thing I'll say about Sailor Moon Crystal, does have a good theme song. It's a very hard rock theme song they've got. Yeah, it's very heavy. Documentary coming out on John Candy, and I can't wait. Ooh, nice. I'm sure you won't watch it if you want to. Yeah, if it's on Prime, then I won't be watching it, but nice. He was great. Loved him on SCTV. I haven't actually watched that many of his movies, weirdly. Like, I'm not sure if I've watched any movie that he was like, you know, the star. You know, he was in Home Alone, but he wasn't, major focus of it. So I'm honestly not sure if I've ever actually watched any of his Spaceballs. He was he? Yeah, Stripes. I think Chantel and I watched Stripes once. In 43 past, yeah. Watch planes, trains, and automobiles over Thanksgiving. I did watch Stripes, but I remember nothing about it. I like that movie. I do not remember in the slightest. Spaceballs, you know, watched that one and obviously loved that one. And Cool Runnings, actually. Cool Runnings I watched back in the day, back when that one came out. And I enjoyed that one. He was apparently in Little Shop of Horrors, but I don't remember him in that. I do primarily remember him from SCTV. Maybe the documentary is called I Like Me. It is kind of funny to think of, like, SCTV was you know, I loved that show back when I was a kid. It came out years before I was born. Like, SCTV ended several years before I was born. But Canadian content law regulations meant that Brooke meant that it was still always on in syndication. So wasn't Canadian Bacon. Yep. Not a well-received one, though. Canadian Bacon is one of those movies that, yeah, it exists, but, like, it does. Canadian Bacon ultimately falls into into the category of this is a movie that exists. I've never watched it myself, but yeah, it's hey, I'm a duck, bitch. No, it's hey, bitch, or was it? Was it hey, bitch, I'm a duck? Or was it I'm a duck, bitch? Was it hey, bitch, I'm a duck, or was it hey, I'm a duck, bitch? I can't remember now. Is Kevin Bacon Canadian Bacon? Don't think so. But I'll be back and going to check. It is crucial that we know, yes. It is something that is crucial that we confirm if it was, hey, bitch, I'm a duck, or hey, I'm a duck, bitch. I feel like it is, hey, bitch, I'm a duck. I'm a lost bitch. It's date everything. I found out last night that when you're wearing the date vators, if you just click to interact with any object that they have a friend or love end with, they will say a line. I'm a sober bitch. I don't know how you live this way. And one of them, the rubber duck, when you talk to her, them, when you talk to them, was Rebel she, they, or was it they, them? Anyway, when you talk to Rebel the duck, their line is, hey, bitch, I'm a duck. Which is just such a weird line. And Uncle Buck and I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed that line. And I do wonder if Amanda Hufford, who voices Rebel, I do wonder if she just like walks up to their husband or whoever they're dating, whoever they're with, and just says, "Hey, bitch, I'm a duck." Yeah, they. Hey, bitch, I'm a duck. All right. I'm looking up Amanda Hufford, and they use they them pronouns. So, all right. So something I will need to try to remember. Catching a buzz right now. I have weed, but I don't want to smoke it because it makes me paranoid. I have weed too, and I really don't want to smoke it. Everybody has weed, and nobody wants to smoke it. I was at the casino and I had the jackpot. I was so drunk. Nice. Good times. Winning money would just be a plus. My husband, that must be the trick. I have to be drunk to win. Could be, could be. So, anywho, yes, the line is, "Hey, bitch, I'm a duck." Uncle Buck did come back to confirm it. "Hey, bitch, I'm a duck." I wonder if that line might have been vaguely inspired by "I'm a shark." Oh, hey. Speaking of Uncle Buck, "Hey, bitch, I'm a duck" headphone fund. Hearts in the chat for Uncle Buck, who just sent me $30 for the "Hey, bitch, I'm a duck" headphone fund. Yeah, I wonder if like there might have been a little bit of inspiration from "I'm a Shark." Yeah, "I'm a shark. I'm a shark. Fuck you. I'm a shark." Did I put a heart? Nah. Here's my heart. Middle finger. No. I'll put water. By which I mean I'm gonna go get some water. Back in a minute. Means I go get Tylenol. Hear that RFK wants to link Tylenol to autism? Report came out that he wants, like an article came out saying that he wants a report to link Tylenol use in pregnant women to autism. Presumably so that he can then recommend that pregnant women not use Tylenol. He's such an asshole. He sucks so much. Like everything he does makes life worse for people. I don't think I don't think he has said or done a single thing that helps anyone. He genuinely wants people to suffer and die. Like there's honestly no other explanation for him. He wants people to suffer and to die. And get rid of the 24-hour after-birth vaccine for babies. I mean, he wants to get rid of vaccines just altogether. He genuinely wants to just get rid of all vaccines. Hepatitis B, yeah. Was it HIV that actually had a vaccine developed recently? I'll be genuinely surprised if I'll be genuinely surprised if that fucker doesn't do something to block it. Like, obviously, it'd only be within the US, but like, I would be genuinely shocked if RFK doesn't do something to like prevent the rollout of that vaccine in the US. States are going to override his stupid ass. Healthcare companies are going to go with the state. Yeah, I mean, I know that like the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington, and apparently Hawaii are sort of banding together for exactly that reason, for vaccine support. Talk about shit about California. California cares a lot of this. It does. California, yeah. I mean, obviously, California has its issues, but yeah, I mean, it does support a lot of other states. It gives more to the federal government than it gets back. With a lot of the red states that complain about it, getting more back from the federal government than they put in, which is fair. It is fair that California pays in more. It's got the economy for it. California's economy is huge. So as a socialist, I'm actually totally okay with the fact that California is subsidizing like fucking Mississippi and shit. I have no issue with the fact that California subsidizes red states. But it would be nice if conservatives acknowledge that yes, California is subsidizing them. Illinois is part of the Midwestern West Coast posse. Just don't talk shit about it. I will say, totally okay to talk shit about Gavin fucking Newsom. Definitely talk shit about that asshole. What was it that just today? Saw something earlier about something going on in California. Like an exceptionally shitty policy in California. Hey, bye-bye. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm just Great Lakes Naval Base. What's the latest? Any news on things? Apparently, there's plans for a UFC cage match on the White House lawn. Apparently, there will be a weigh-in at the Lincoln Memorial. Lincoln Memorial weigh-in. Like, what the fuck? Like, just absolutely fucking bizarre. Hey, Scrape Dot. Pa gifted you a gift membership earlier, Scrape Dot. Yep. You should be thanking Paw Patrol for that. Well, that reminds me. Membership gifting. I can do the membership gifting again. All right. Jaya. R.I.P. King Cook. Nice, nice. Pizza Pie, Lake Girl, Toria Dysphoria. So, at least it went to one person that we know. Went to one person that we like, right? Went to one person. And for who? Should I do the other 5 now? That's 5 attention. Should I do the other 5 now? See if. Old Meat, nice. Bao Jing, nice. Tacos Are Life, 89, okay. Simply Ravishing, nice. Figgy Smalls. So that actually was a good badge. That badge, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 are people that we know. Get an email letting them know they were gifted a membership from you. Yep. You never truly know someone. Me especially. Anyway, just going back to what I was saying a couple of minutes ago. I found the thing that Newsom, the new thing that Newsom is doing that sucks. He's reinstating Medicaid asset limits. Elderly and disabled Californians with $2,000 in assets could lose Medi-Cal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same scrape. So, elderly and disabled Californians are being forced into a state of enforced poverty because Gavin Newsom is fucking awful. We'll keep Medicaid and Medicare. Right, but it's like it makes it harder for those people. Medi-Cal is a bonus a lot of states don't have. Right, but I mean it's still something that's going to hurt a lot of people. Because like they need to be they need to be at a certain level of poverty, basically, to qualify. So yeah, this is people are using it, they ain't got assets anyway. So the article, I call it sidestepping, and you put your shit in someone else's name. So this article, it actually talks specifically about somebody who is on Medi-Cal. Came into an inheritance of about $8,000. Under Newsom's proposed change, it would have meant that she would have lost her state health insurance. It does look like he's backed off from that. The or actually, what happened is the legislature said, "Fuck that." One paycheck away from homelessness is rough out there. Yeah, the legislature rejected his proposal. So. With people on Medicaid. You can't fuck with people on Medicare like me. So yeah. The point is, Gavin Newsom sucks. Gavin Newsom sucks ass. Looks good to him. Well, he pays enough for the haircuts. He should look good. Because that's really all he is. He's a haircut. Vote for him against any Republican. Sure. But I do wish that liberals would stop fucking rallying around him already. Liberals are treating him as though he's already won the convention, that he's already won the nomination, that he's already like liberals are treating him like it's September 2028 and he's the nominee. So the very idea of criticizing him now, 2.5 years before the fucking primaries even start, is not allowed. What I put up? Hard to say because a lot of them do suck. Pritzker's my guy. Pritzker has been really strong. Like, he's rejected the idea of tossing trans people under the bus, tossing anyone under the bus. Pritzker has rejected the idea of tossing anybody under the bus to appease fascism. Walz might be a good option as well. You know? Tim Walz? Let him run. Let him run the campaign the way he wants to. Let him call out how weird Republicans are. Like, let him use that line of attack and be like, no, these guys are just not reasonable people. He's been a great governor. Yeah, there's I follow C. Spike Trotman, publisher of Iron Size Circus Comics and cartoonist in her own right. And yeah, she talks a fair bit about, and like, she had low expectations for him. She had such low expectations for Pritzker because he's a billionaire. Whoever has high expectations for a fucking billionaire getting involved in politics? No, you expect the guy to be shit. And then he came in and it's like, nope. No, he is actually shockingly good. Wallace is like a regular guy. Yeah, like that was part of his appeal. Was like, he was just a regular dude. He spoke like a regular dude. Yeah, he worked on car. There's that like ad like showing him like working on a car. Like, it's the worst thing that the Harris campaign did was muzzle Tim Walz. The single biggest mistake that campaign made was muzzling him. He was absolutely their strongest voice. But instead, they wanted to emphasize the fact that Dick fucking Cheney supported Harris. Original attachment because he remodeled as a Stay With Me toilets. I remember the big line of attack against Tim Walz. The main line of attack against him was that he mandated that, hey, Julia, that government buildings, that public restrooms in all government buildings needed to have tampons, both women's and men's rooms. There needed to be free tampons in both women's rooms and men's rooms. That was their big line of attack against Tim Walz. The fact that there were tampons in men's rooms. Trans men exist. And sometimes need them. Alternatively, hey, sometimes having your son or husband able to bring home some free tampons, it can be helpful. And it's just one of those things like, who is being harmed by this? Sometimes you need a butt plug also. Exactly. And it's like, that's your big one. Literally no one harmed by this. There's literally not a single person harmed by the presence of tampons in a men's room. Nobody. It is literally impossible for that to cause anybody actual harm. Because they're just fucking there. Nobody's being required to use them. It's not like boys are being told, oh, you have to shove this up your ass. No, like, that's not zero harm being done, negative harm being done. There is negative harm for that. And that's what they want to complain about? Fuck off. It's from 25 dollars. Go back in 1950s. What they want to go back to is their romanticized version of the 19. They don't want to go back to the actual 1950s. Shit, you know how high taxes were back in the 1950s? Shit, billionaires didn't exist back then. The top marginal tax rate was real high back then. They don't want to go back to the actual 1950s. Unions? Unions were real strong back in the 1950s. That was like when the unions were like really becoming really powerful. Was the 1950s. They don't want to go back to the actual 1950s. They want to go back to the romanticized ideal of what the 1950s were like. Without realizing the actual without ever actually giving any consideration to the actual conditions that created the 1950s. DC needs an elderly variant of Co-19. We already know who's getting vaccinated. Oh no, the Republicans all get their vaccines. Oh, those people all get their vaccines. Because they know that shit works. And they're too important to risk themselves. They say they don't. They can say it all they want. I'm like, there's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind that Trump gets the latest vaccine every time one comes out. He's a eugenicist, but it's eugenics for thee, not for me. That's just how people like that operate. Doctor at the door of the Capitol. Right here, flu shots and COVID shots. Yeah. Well, I do my part by not getting either. I know I should. It's irresponsible of me, but it means leaving the house. Tomorrow to get my COVID and flu shots. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I don't because I don't leave the house. I think if I had more normal sleep hours, I probably would. You know, if I was getting up at like noon, if I was getting up at noon, then I probably would um, look into getting the COVID boosters. Flu shots, I probably still wouldn't bother with because I am not at risk. Even if I do get a flu, it's not going to kill me. Um, so like flu shots, I wouldn't bother with. But if I was getting up at noon, I would probably go get the COVID boosters, depending on where they were. Yeah, depending on how much of an inconvenience they were. But the hours I keep are too weird. I did kill face. The option finally showed. Like I think a month ago, a month or two ago, I happened to look and the option was there. I hadn't looked in forever. You know, months and months and months ago I had looked and the option literally just was not there. But I happened to look at it a month or two ago and saw it. Anyway, you're just a little bit behind, Killface, just a little bit behind. Killface! Thank you for the gift membership, Killface. Congratulations, Vegas Dust Bunny. I don't remember that person. Dad worked in his healthcare. Yeah, flu and pneumonia shots, so little. Fair. You went to read news. Anything interesting there, Killface? See anything interesting in the news? Like Dust Bunny in the game. We do need to get back to her. She's very pretty. I think right now I'm kind of focusing on the ones that I'm not as keen about. She's cute. She is cute. Yeah, I'm sort of focusing on ones that I'm not quite as keen on. Yeah, I like to finish up Fryer because he's an asshole. I don't like Fryer. Get him out of the way. Stepford, the trophy. Try to get him out of the way. Fucking shower. Ugh. Johnny Splash. Y'all left us last night. Yep. Everyone left except Uncle Buck. Just me and Uncle Buck. Not for the first time. Not for the first time. It was just me and Uncle Buck playing the game. Here, but I'm crying and playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Sorry, Jane did. Yeah. I remember seeing a video somebody made of a roller coaster. It was like the longest roller coaster ride ever. They just filled the entire map. It's just one roller coaster. No drops, no loops, just like super slow, and just went on for like just to the video game roller coaster. The train? No, it was all like just. $135 to complete. To be fair, the park sometimes come with a default ride and always somehow crashes and kills guests. Like inheriting death traps, it was my fault. One time there were three little. We went to the police get him. Skip ahead to when it starts. All right, so yeah, here we go. So yeah, it kind of goes on for a while. The Universe Coaster. Actually, no, this one was the Century Coaster that I was looking at. love it, but I don't have the patience. Somebody did it. Somebody else made a roller coaster that takes longer than the length of the universe to complete. Give me a second to get the link to that one. Is it this one? Give me a second. Just want to see if this is the right one. Is this the right one? I want to see if this is the right. I wasn't trying to find someone to trim yet, but it did. Is this actually the right one? Yeah, there are people who've made rides that last like real time years. Like, hey, Missy. Did call it? What did I miss? On the world's slowest and biggest virtual roller coaster hit. Old Meat got a membership? Indeed. Oh, hello, Old Meat. Yes, hi, Old Meat. I gifted you a membership. Yeah, there are some absolutely ridiculous roller coasters that people have made in that game. Which is fun. Also, people trying to come up with the deadliest roller coasters. Always fun. Quick question, Roller Coaster Tycoon. Can you make roller coasters that do like jumps? You know, like they go down a hill and then like up off a thing and then like just and then land on another track. Is that we build them? I don't understand velocity and open before test runs. You want a zip line? Yeah, I'm just curious if you can have roller coasters jump, like, don't think so. You have to complete the circuit in most cases, but they have some different versions. I don't know, I feel like that would be fun to see. Yeah, for it to like jump off one track and then land on another. I most kill people in my water slide because it's uncovered and too much velocity. Were they like going around a corner and flew off the corner or something like that? Like, or around a bend, like, bend and they just like flipped it right off of the bend. Didn't that happen to someone in the luge in Montreal in the Vancouver Olympics? Too much of dip into an upwards and it flew up in the downward portion. Or skeleton. Yeah, didn't that happen to like somebody in the skeleton in Vancouver? Was the luge. That's two bong rips and now I'm somewhere else. It's going so fast. Face forward too. The ideal would be for him to skip across the water when he comes out. That'd be the best. If you can get someone to like skip across the water like a stone coming out of the slide. Like skip right across the water and right onto the and back right back onto land. You have to just like whoosh, 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 boom and hit the land right across the pool. Yeah. Hey, Witch Witch. Green looks nice on me. Thanks. Anyway, I've never been into those kinds of games. I did play SimCity back on the Super Nintendo, way back in the day. But other than that, I've never really been into builder type games. And with SimCity, I always cheated. Always cheated whenever I'd play SimCity. Husband bought an arcade machine for last Christmas. Nice. Yeah, I always use that infinite money cheat. I mean, not infinite, but essentially infinite. You have to work real hard to run out of money using that cheat. Mind-numbing trying to complete every scenario. It's a program for quality of life stuff, but I'm too dumb to install it into the folder properly. Yeah, I've had trouble with that sort of thing. Like whenever I wanted to use a mod for like Mass Effect or Cyberpunk or anything like that, I struggled to figure out like, what am I supposed to do? How do I do this? Actually, mods weren't too tough for Mass Effect Legendary Edition because there's like just one thing you screenshot. Yeah, basically the same here. Luckily for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, it was actually not too bad installing mods because there's a for that one. There's actually just one thing you download, and then just any mods go straight into that thing. I think Cyberpunk might have been the first game that I ever tried to install mods for, and yeah, I struggled. I don't do mods very often. Like, there's not many games I play that mods are worthwhile or like available. I think I need to download the other game I got on Steam for the use of those assets. Whether it can be applied to Classic, Bayonetta RCT2. I don't know how it is. Yeah, I got no idea. But yeah, I'm not particularly computer savvy, so if I do want to install a mod, I do need like step-by-step instructions. Detailed step-by-step instructions. And sometimes some of those mods do not bother with that. Like sometimes you come across a mod and it just does not tell you what the fuck you're supposed to do. It just assumes you know what you're doing. But I don't. People verbally explaining it, like, no, yeah. Yeah, it needs, like, yeah. Needs to be written down. Preferably with screenshots, like you said, preferably with screenshots. And not even just mods for that, really. But yeah, sometimes just installing certain things, installing extra assets or anything like that. So yeah, I need you to tell me. Very, very clearly, very, very specifically what I'm going to be doing here. And it doesn't always. It's like, fuck up. Not all of us actually know what we're doing. Not all of us actually know what we're doing. Some of us are total idiots who need our hands held. Since people are good about giving screenshots. Anyway, I'm gonna get going now. I am gonna leave for tonight. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.